Well, what's going on, everyone, and welcome to another video. I'm BouseFeenux, and today I wanted to show you a few methods for leveling gear in Spectres of the Rail Update 19. So the U19 Spectres of the Rail update has come, and with it, many things have been switched around. The processes for doing a lot of things in-game, from finding prime parts to leveling gear, have changed more or less pretty drastically. Along with those changes, we've seen Draco finally killed off for good, and no longer can you sit on those magical boxes and farm loads and loads of affinity. So what can I do, you might be asking? Well, there are a few fairly efficient leveling options in U19 that you might not be aware of. With the way the missions have been switched around in Update 19, and the addition of being able to put mods on Rank 0 weapons, there are actually a lot of places you can go and level pretty efficiently. Here are some specific places that I typically run to. Our first location can be found on Eris. It's a little dark sector mission on the Akkad node that's tucked away in the far corner of the planet. For those of you that don't know, dark sector missions often involve some sort of auxiliary bonus for playing them. These bonuses range from increased item drop to heightened affinity gain. Not only does Akkad offer a few of these bonuses, but it also has a particular method involved with it as well. When playing Akkad Eris, you'll notice that it's a defense mission with a static tile set. That means that every time you play this mission, you'll be playing on a specific tile. This is important because there's a very exploitable railing in the ceiling that you just so happen to be able to stand on. While doing this, the infested enemies that populate this node won't be able to attack you for the most part. From here, you can rain down Tonkor shots or any other AoE on the mindless waves of enemies that run to attack the defense pod. With an experienced group, you can easily level weapons from 0 to 30 in about 10 to 15 waves with a booster. I recommend bringing a friend that has a fast Nova as well, as this will allow you to plow through the waves much quicker, although it isn't absolutely necessary. Our next method, I think, is actually a little refreshing. You can pretty much go to any decently high-level mobile defense with a few friends and start chucking away. I feel that mobile defense missions are a really nice break from Draco, as they get you to move around, and throughout the mission, you're getting a constant change of scenery. This method works well because mobile defense missions often have fairly high enemy density. This means that there'll be plenty of things to kill off. Bringing an AoE frame like Frost, Ember, or Ash would probably be a really good idea for this, as they can dispatch quite a few enemies in a short amount of time, which allows you to get the most out of each mission. Okay, so I've already talked about these last two leveling methods in another video, which was pre-Update 19, but you might be pleased to find that they're still relevant, and I wanted to include them quickly in this video as well. Firstly, the good old Invisible Loki Exterminate cheese is still up and running. To do this effectively, grab your favorite invisible Warframe, a buddy with an invisible frame as well, and make sure that the person that doesn't need affinity has a powerful silent weapon that's capable of killing anything around level 30 to 40 in one shot. After that, head to your favorite mid-tier Exterminate mission. For my setup, I typically bring Loki, and my leveling partner does as well. For the weapon, he's using the Orthos Prime because of its insane reach and slide attack damage. Next, you'll want to go around and stealth kill as many enemies as possible. Killing enemies without them noticing you grants a stealth affinity bonus that allows some serious XP gain. If enough enemies spawn on a map, you can easily get a single weapon from 0 to 30 in one run with an affinity booster. Our last method is the tried and true spy mission run. Many of you know of this method, and you also know that it yields multiple benefits. The first of which being that when you successfully steal the data from a spy vault without setting off the alarms, you receive a sizable affinity bonus. If you can complete the entire mission and loot all 3 spy vaults without setting off the alarm, you'll be rewarded with another affinity boost at the end of the mission. In addition to this, you'll also find that mid-tier spy missions are a great source of relics, which you can then use to go on rift alerts for prime parts. This method is fantastic for solo players who may not have the time or inclination to play in groups. The best way to get through these missions consistently is to bring either a Loki, Limbo, or a Vara, as these 3 frames have some sort of stealth or detection avoidance mechanic. And that about covers it for today's video, guys, but before I go, I want to point out that I'm sure there are many different new leveling methods cropping up. The ones in this video are the methods that I had the time to test and that I find to be reliable. Feel free to let me know in the comments what you guys have been doing for XP since Spectres of the Rail released. Also, I've been noticing lately that a lot of you have been sending me friend requests. Currently, until I clean out my current friends lists, I can't accept any new friends. For some reason, when the game has to keep track of the over 1,000 people on my friends list, it makes my play sessions with other people extremely laggy. I just want you guys to know that I'm not ignoring you, and I do appreciate you thinking of me. But that's all for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to support it with a like because it helps out a ton. Additionally, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more Warframe content. If I gain enough subscribers, I might finally be able to buy some new "if I gain enough subscribers" jokes to put in at the end of my videos. But until next time, I'm BouseFeenux. I'll see you guys at the next video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.
Amber will fund us.
Twerk, twerk, twerk. You know she got that jiggly booty.
Yeah, look at that twerk.
Oh.
Oh yeah, twerk for daddy. Twerk for daddy.